Is it the clock yet? Let's fight! Let's fight! Let's fight, folks! Let's fight! Let's fight! Let's fight! Let's fight! Let's fight! Let's fight, my people! Faith and power! Put them the ground! Faith and power! Say that we favor! God knows it's the wonders! Faith and salary! Faith and power! Faith and power, folks! Faith and power! Welcome to the rain to keep and every one of you. Happy Friday, guys. Peace and power. Is it 8 o'clock yet? Is it 8 o'clock yet, folks? Good to have you, Susu and Jamal Aziz and Gregory Scott, Orin Don Cook, Will Felix, come on, good to see you, and Rena Cummins. Marlon Tony is here as well. Good to see Angeli Abrahams. Good to see Ann Kearns and John Bourne. Lily McGarrell is here too. Good to see Dion Ayana, Bibi Sandy Ford, Donna McGarrell, Donna. Is it Donna McGarrell? I may be calling that name wrong. Paula Benjamin, good to see you nonetheless. Stacy and Soul is here. Marcel Williams, Horace Thomas. Horace, how are you doing? Good to have you this evening, sir. Respect and manners. Good to have you, Gavin. Good to have you, Dion. Good to have you, Rowena, Lorraine Beat. Good to have you as well, and Yvonne Daly. All our favorite folks are here. Pace and power, boots on the ground tonight, guys. Lots and lots of information to share with you. Don't let's waste any time, folks. We're fired up, and we trust that you guys are as well. And we are ready to go. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. No time to waste, guys. No time to waste. Lots of information to share. Lots of things to remind you of. Lots of things to bring you up to speed with. And we're fired up, guys. And we are ready to go. Don't let's waste any time. You know what you got to do when you come through. Hundreds of you are already watching us, but we don't see it reflected in these shares. Come on, folks. Marsha Glasgow, Melissa McLennan, Anthony Edmondson, Carl Dev, good to see you. Good to have Sheldon Wickham. Kesh Sharma is out here. Peter Jeffrey, Apostle, Bishop. Peter Jeffrey is here. Yvonne Daly and Lily McGarrett. Guys, we're so happy that so many of you guys are joining us. Andrew Cuthbert, take the power. Apostle Bishop, Peter Jeffrey, ringing the bell for you, sir. Ringing the bell for you. Apostle Bishop, doing it again, dancing in the pool. Good to have you guys as well. Ringing the bell for the Apostle. Sandrine Baird, Apostle Bishop, Peter Jeffrey, out of London, out of the UK. Say hello to the Queen for us. Please and thank you. Ian Moses, Janet Edwards. Good to have each and every one of you guys. We are so happy you folks are here with us. We are fired up at this end, folks, and we are ready to go. And we hope that you guys are as well. Julian Myers and Myrna Monroe. How are you folks doing? Pulling short. Well, the best. Good to have you. Anthony Edmondson. Come on down, Anthony. Good to have Facebook user, quote unquote. Alex Boom is here too. And Irma Holder. All you beautiful, fantastic, lovely folks. Shauna Fortune, welcoming in. Y'all know, not because it's Friday, we are throttling down, folks. No. Full speed ahead. Pace and power and pace. Stanbone, good to see you. Cecile Girl, good to see you as well, guys. We're so happy. We're so happy that you folks are here. Gavin Brown, we're happy you are here. Tanya Collins, share the damn live stream. As Tanya says, smash that emoji button, folks. Partner with me. Share. Come on, guys. Pace and power. We know it's Friday, but we still got a long way to go. News, entertainment, infotainment, edutainment, you name it. Folks, we out here, we outside, and we are ready to go. And we trust you guys are as well. We really hope to. Susu, Sandra Vorin, good to see you. Alexis Thomas, let's fight, Alexis. Let's fight. Good to see you, folks. Lisa Pitt, good to see you. Let's fight, guys. Good to have you, folks. Favorite, good to see you. Caleb, good to see you. Florette Jacobsward and Joan Stephanie, guys. We trust that you folks are fired up and you guys are ready to go. We trust that you folks are ready to go. Lots of things to get through tonight. Lots of stuff to pack into an hour. We hope it all holds. You know, the amount of information we got, you know, could go to 3 hours or 4 hours. We can pull up Fidel Castro on you by any means. You know, that gentleman used to speak for 5, 6, 7 hours extemporaneously. You got it like that. We can only take one. We can only take one. Eula Lafferman Rubens, Susu, good to see you. Princess, good to see you. Yonette Benjamin, good to see you as well. And Volme Wilson, good to see each and every one of you, including Ibanami. Good to have all of you guys here. Kevin Chisholm, who vex Kevin? Tell them who vex. Folks, smash the emoji button, share the live stream. You following us on a Facebook page, follow that page as well so you get a notification. You following us on YouTube, our tubers out there, subscribe to that YouTube channel. Those of you on Twitter, follow us on Twitter as well. Follow us on LinkedIn. If there's where you pick us up from, wherever, guys, on social media you are reading us from, we're happy you're here. Smash that emoji button, share the damn live stream, and partner with us. We are fired up, folks, and we are ready to go. Come on, guys, share the live stream and smash that emoji button. Come on now, smash it. I'm telling you, we're fired up at this end, guys, and we are ready to go. Right off the bat, what we have happening, FYI. Welcome in the ring, guys. Yola Michendo. Welcome in the ring, my sister. Hasten Power, Marshall Williams. Welcome. Wherever you go, joining us from. We are fired up tonight and we are ready to go. We are out here to do business and we're ready to get to work. FYI, for your information, guys, we're so happy. Each and every one of you who join us in our morning program by the same name, each and every day of the week. It's a couple months now we out here. And guys, you know, it's been growing. Our audience has been increasing. Thanks to you. Thanks to your support, guys. We keep moving forward. This is what your partnership does. Keep us on the air for FYI. Keep us on the air for the Below the Belt podcast. Keep us on the air for In the Ring. And keep that affiliate website going strong, folks. All because of your love, generosity, and support. You know, them boys look at our program to see what's happening in the country. They want to know what's going on. We got our hands on the pulse of the happenings. And folks, look, some of what needs their attention. You know, they ain't gonna see it otherwise. They ain't gonna see it otherwise. Mark Phillips, look what needs attention. Daylat Indar, look what needs attention. Jagabat, you know, look what needs attention here. Nigel Darmalal, look what needs attention. Lots of things need your attention. And we've told you guys before, this is how these guys problem solve. You draw a line first around the issue. And then when there's enough public pressure, when there is enough public pressure from Donald Liverpool and Volme Wilson, Shauna Fortune and Nicola, when there's enough public pressure from Patricia Kisu and Hazel Fordyce, they go and they rub out the line. And then when there's more pressure, when there's more pressure from Kwadamingo and Lisa Pitt, Yvonne Daly, when there's more pressure from Lisa Pitt and Donna Levan, then let's go and fix the problem. Look, some things that need their attention this evening. This is Lagrange, Unity Street. The residents in this bridge need some attention. It has become purgatory, chased with confusion powder, and they are in fear for life and limb to cross this bridge here. Unity Street in Lagrange. So please, guys, take a look at this. Again, Unity Street in Lagrange. Unity Street, Lagrange. Unity Street, Lagrange. I hope you all get that, because the folks are expecting some action on this bridge. Come on. We got the money. We enjoyed 40 billion from the NRF, the Natural Resource Fund. We got the money. Take a look at that bridge. There's another bridge, I think. Is there? Yep. Where's this one? Is it the same place? Is this the same one? Right? Yep. Look what's happening here in Lokobar Village, West Kanji. A whole post, the guys tell us, leaning. A whole post. The folks are telling us it's leaning, and they said this here needs some attention as well. I hope we're calling the name correct. Lokobar, it's in West Kanji. Lokobar Village in West Kanji. They say this post here is very, very precarious. They say it is a known trouble spot, and they hope that you guys get it rectified. And did we get this one right? this here is actually, I think, let me make sure that we get the bridges right. This is Unity Street, guys, and this here is Parfait Harmony. This is Parfait Harmony, and the guy said this bridge here in Parfait Harmony, just the notation is incorrect. Just like Unity Street in LaGrange, this bridge in Parfait Harmony needs some attention as well. And then we told you about Lokabar Village, West Kanji, that needs help. Please and thank you, guys. You got the money? We are going to tell you now. Money there. Money there. Money there. Money there. Right? And the guys are expecting attention on that. That's what citizens expect. We're doing them no favors. This is not why we run for office, for high office, to create the policies that fix those issues. So look about Village, West Kanji. You got that area there in Parfait Harmony, that bridge. And then you got the other place. Needs attention. Watch at those bridges, folks. Watch at those bridges. They need attention. They need attention. Moving on, folks. Moving on. Photo of the day. Are we there? I think we're there, guys. Photo of the day. Have you guys shared the live stream? You smashed that emoji button, guys. Have you smashed it? Well, then consider partnering with us as well so we can continue to move forward. Pace and power. Photo of the day. You know, some people different. Look story here now. Guys, this here is Aishalton. Believe it or not. This is Aishalton. And what a real beautiful moment this was, because not only is this Aishalton, you know what's happening? Some people carry their pets. It's not like y'all. Some people look after their pets, look after their animals. We're told that this is Aishalton Nursery, and it's a pet show that is happening. And look at these little ones and dressed up their pets and brought them to school. Great idea. Respect and manners to whoever conceptualized this. Aishalton Nursery School. They have a pet show, folks. Who can share the damn live stream? Who can smash the emoji button for us? It's a pet show, folks. Aishalton Nursery. And these photographs were put up on social media by Leah Casimero. Leah Casimero. And we want to give the attribution there. Aishalton Nursery, they pet show. And look, story, man. Right? Well, your chicken expensive is not so with everybody. It's not everybody needing a chicken. Some people different. This again is Aishalton Nursery. Aishalton Nursery. The people take care of the chicken. Right? The people take care. Y'all eating everything. Everybody like y'all. Everybody like y'all. Good to see Joan Robinson and Chinsing Henry, Wilma Grant. This is Aishalton Nursery School, folks. And people brought their pets to school all decked out. Right? All decked out. Sandra Ford, Colin Solomon, Ivan Lamy, Chin Hyde. People brought their pets well decked out, folks. Yep. Photos of the day. Photo of the days. Moving on in fight card, guys. Moving on. We buy them by segments. Jagabats and trench crappers. You know it by heart. Tadpoles and cricketers. Yep. Carrion crows, scarecrows, and the zombie birds. Is the segment? Of course, you couldn't fit all on one graphic. Jagabats and trench crappers will have to do. Tadpoles and cricketers, they know themselves, Charlotte Barnes, David Hamilton, yep, the scarecrows, the carrion crows, and definitely the zombie birds. Know themselves, Mavis Henry. We are worried that they know themselves, Dunsford Jeffrey. We are telling you, they know themselves. Folks, share the live stream and smash that emoji button for us. We going down, folks. We going down. Look what happening. I want you all know, I'm looking for another idea for a long time to get the rest. One coming up on the 26th. It's official, guys. It's official. The ministry has made it official. Thursday, May the 26th is Independence. And we hear Papa Jack Bag and then on the ground back and forth. Y'all watch three. Back and forth. I want you to know that an election impending. An election announcement is impending, folks. Watch for it. So Thursday, May 26th. This is in Guyana. I don't know where you are. It's a holiday too. But in Guyana, folks, where we're broadcasting live from around the world, it's going to be a holiday on May 26th, Thursday. It's Independence Day, and we're going to be celebrating the Ministry of Home Affairs with the installed Minister Robinson. They made it official today, and the Mulberry Bush telling us that they got lots of activities, and Papa Jaguar going to be featuring up front and center. There's an impending election, folks. Impending election. You heard me first. You heard me first. I know lots of you looking forward to another holiday. Alright, that's how y'all be. Just said one, you're looking forward to another one already. That's how you all stay. That is precisely how you folks stay. Folks, y'all know. We have this Agri-Investment Forum and Expo happening. Yep. Agri-Investment Forum and Expo. Last evening, we were giving you guys some snapshots of that in some video clips with Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Keith Rowley, and the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mayor Motley, and Prime Minister also of Antigua and Barbuda is here, Gaston Brown, and you have Mr. Skerritt out of Dominica, the Prime Minister of Dominica is also here, and lots of other folks. We introduce you also to the Prime Minister of Belize, folks. And again, this conference pertains to reducing the carbon food import by 25%. By 2025. That is the goal. Ghana is playing a lead role there. But folks, when you hear them boys talk something, and when you marry their action, they ain't telling the full story. They are not telling the full story. Rhonda Ferguson, you all know as well as we do, they are not telling the full story. Who can share the live stream? Who can smash the emoji button that folks get valid and credible information? June Samuels, is it you? Keith Smith, is it you? Caxton Thomas, is it you? Good to have you guys nonetheless. Marcianite, share the live stream, smash the emoji button, partner with us guys. Look what happening here. Spotted. Session, folks. Session. Spotted. Yep. Spotted. Them boys outside. Lead up the lines for change was a camera at Ramsden, sharing a moment with Irfan Ali. Last evening, there was a reception at Castellani House, and these guys were sharing a moment together. Spotted. I ain't too like this one. I ain't too like it. For obvious reasons, I ain't too like it. Spotted nonetheless, folks. You know, we bring it as it is. Spotted. We bring it as it is. Moving on. Your boy yesterday said a number of things. A number of ways in which they're going to try to reduce this import bill of the carbon. You remember? I just tell you, you get it ready. I ain't just tell you the man, V-Mac Harris. I ain't just tell you the Deborah Clark, Nandi Wilson. I ain't just tell you Kurt Heineken. I ain't just tell you share the damn live stream, guys, and smash the emoji button. So these production targets, folks, have been set to reduce US $30 million Caribbean food import bill. That is a lot of money we're spending to import food from North America and further afield. Lots of money, $30 billion. Yep. So again, they're aiming to reduce that by 25% by 2025. And the other boy had a number of things to say, a number of ways in which they're going to be trying to tackle this problem. I want you to listen to some of them because it's quite interesting. And we're going to show you some data, and you can judge for yourself whether you think they can do it. Again, it's said here, and we're picking up this particular piece of reporting out of them waves, and so we want to give the credit to Dennis Cabral and team down there at Demerara Waves for this bit of information. And the reporting says that Irfan Ali says that his government's investment plans to invest $100 million in the production of brackish water shrimp. This is how they can try to bring down some of the import by producing some of this thing for ourselves. Right? $100 million in brackish water shrimp. Yep. And this has seen production grown. They're already trying this. Seen production grown from 250 kg 1 year ago to 1.2 million kg. Yep. And they plan to make some additional investments as well in this. They plan to invest $150 million. Yep. To keep it going. Other things that they're hoping to use to bring down this food import bill, and this is what y'all in Star government proposing. They said they're going to allocate $200 million for the development and growth of a Pacific white leg shrimp. We're going into full shrimp production, brackish water shrimp, Pacific white leg shrimp. $40 million they're investing in this to facilitate a research and development breed program. Yep. To see if they can produce this Pacific white leg shrimp on a commercial scale. Yep. And then they're moving into some other area. Here's story here now. Here's story. They want to increase poultry production from 50,000 metric tons to 90. This is how they're hoping to bring down this huge import bill. And then they want to focus on corn and soya from 4,300 metric tons. They want to go to 35,000 metric tons. And this totals an investment of 651 million allocated to this corn and soya project. We'll be looking at that. But what is of interest, folks? What is of interest very quickly? They say other targets by 2025, even said increasing the vegetable production from 324,000 metric tons to 400,000 metric tons. Look good on paper. And this is how we convince it look good on paper. The rice, they want to increase rice from 560. They're producing 560,000 tons, metric tons of rice. They're producing that. Our figures don't suggest that. They want to move that to 847,000 tons, metric tons of rice. Look good on paper, but that is not, folks, what is happening in actuality. It is not Ghana Spectator. It is not Melita, Gloria, and Sonia. That is not what is actually happening. Let us walk you through some of that. We've showed you this before. Paddy production between 2020 and 2021. First you get rice, of course. Paddy production. Look what it was in 2020. Look what it was in 2020 under the APNU AFC government. Well over 1 million metric tons. And they didn't buy in 2021. Look where it is. So already they're aiming low. Already. We didn't supply in the whole region, according to them. Right? We didn't supply in the whole region, but yet production level was well over 1 million metric tons. So is everybody's takeover. Rice gone down. That's the facts, folks. That is the facts. It's their numbers we're using. You think we fish this out of thin air? It's their very numbers we're using. They said they want to increase the rice production. While in actuality, the rice production gone down under them. The rice production when they took over was well over 1 million metric tons. But look still here. So they done gone. They have already gone awry in the paddy production, rice production area. They done gone awry. And the other sections are very well under them. These boys bad for business, Glory Garden, Robert King, Rhonda Fraser, Andre Cole. The boys bad for business, rice done gone down under them. And we've told you this already. Look what happening with sugar. Look what happening with sugar. They set a target. They set a target for sugar production in 2020. They want to hit 87,000 tons of sugar. 87,000 tons. Yeah? Look what they did in 2021. Amazing 58. They can't produce rice. They can't produce sugar. And they talk about feeding the whole Caribbean. Pipe dream. Pipe dream. Look what the sugar tonnage is. They said they can produce 87,000 tons. Because they're sugar people. They understand the heart of sugar. And the barely scrape 58,000 tons. And you don't tell your rice doing bad. So how? Those are the numbers. You can't argue with that. Those are the numbers. How you can feed cold and house. The whole nation, you can't even do that. You can do it for the whole Caribbean. That makes sense. That makes sense. So we already see what Paddy doing. What sugar doing, all of these guys. And this is why Edmore closed down. Right? This is why LBI, the research activity that was happening there, that is shutting down. Right? And lots of the operations now moving to Blaymont, which will go shortly. Wales and coming back. And then Skeldon is going to fall. Skeldon is going to fall. So Pipe Dream is selling our Caribbean brothers and sisters. And other things are doing bad too. They told us, for instance, they could make bauxite great again. Their projection in 2021 was they could do 18.4% increase in bauxite production. And by barely scrape 3.8. Right? And they give themselves an A grade. This is what is happening at IFLOC University. This is the kind of thing they do at IFLOC. They said 18.4% is pass mark. And they get 3.8. And they say, we get an A. You see story there? So they bought for bauxite. They bought for rice. They bought for sugar. But they said, we got the aims on bringing down that big number here in the region. But we can watch and see. And we can have the facts for y'all, of course. Moving on, folks, just giving you the things as it is. Right? And then look at the whole economy under them. This is inflation. Them boys had a grand dream. Look, nonsense here now. They had a grand dream. Ashley had a grand dream, and Anil. Right? that they could have a low inflation rate. 1.6 was the projection for 2021. It means that the money in your pocket could buy more things, right? They can bring down the inflation rate, right? You know what them guys do in 2021? 5.7. 5.7, it means you got money in your pocket, and the money that you used to bring in 5 bags ago, it's only bringing 1 now, right? So the battery the economy in every aspect. The battery for sugar, they're producing no proper sugar. The bag for paddy, the bag for bauxite, and when it comes to inflation, oh my God, you know what inflation is now? Look story here with inflation currently. The best inflation rate, the lowest inflation rate we've had was under the coalition. Randolph Benjamin, did you know that was 0.9 under the astute leadership of Winston Jordan. You see why they're trying to jail it? Winston know too much of things. Winston going to right side this economy just like that. You don't get to stunt Winston, because just like that, he could cause it. Just like that. Look at that. You see that those three numbers there, 2015 to 2020. Look at what that inflation rate is doing. It is steady and it is low. And the numbers, oh God, soon to take over what? It shoots right up. Look at 2021 to your right. Soon as them buys take over from 0.9, you see that inflation shoot up 5.7. You see story there? You see story there? And mind you, you remember I just told you they had inflation set at 1 point something for the previous year. You see that? 1.6 was the projection. But now reality catching up with them. Watch what it is for 2022, 4.1. From 1.6, they realized we can't hit that. Right? It's a miracle how Winston Jordan got 0.9. It means more money in your pocket and you buy more things. More money in your pocket. Nice time. Right? Standard of living is good. But now you got the same money because them buying increasing salary no proper way. And where you could buy? Yeah? Bread gone up. Sugar double. Gasoline gone up. Inflation killing us. Same money in your pocket. But you can buy nothing more. So from 1.6 projection to bring the inflation rate down, 1.6, they do 5.7. Reality just catch up with them. Does it get Jack Dio there? He know what he doing. They got Carlos there. He know what he doing. 3 former ministers of finance plus Ashley Singh you have there. And we sell the shape, you know, from 1.6 projection GDP, they're now land at 4.1. Reality catching up with them. This is why things hard. Who's sharing the damn live stream, folks? And who can smash the emoji button? Look story now. Look story. Look at January and February. This is where inflation is. And March. This is where inflation is currently. And based on the price you are paying in the market for items and the trend, this is how inflation going. All right? And you are feeling that in the shop. You're feeling that crunch. Every day prices going up. This is what inflation doing to us. Right? And it's going up and up and up right through the year. That is the projection. Right? So it can be more than 5 points. It can be more than 4.6. Is that what they said they're going to do? They can do 4.1. It's going to be more than 4.1 for 2022. Take our word for it. Because them guys, our analysts, our economic analysts, they're doing the work, they're crunching the numbers, and they're telling us, by their projection, we are going to do worse than 4.1. Mind you, it was 5.7 last year. And them same guys who say it can be 4.1. And our analysts on the ground says it's going to be more than that. So again, hard times going to be between right through the year. Right through the year. Let me call the election quick. Please and thank you. Let me call it quick. Let me call the election quick, man. Let me make a statement. Y'all think y'all doing nice? Let me call the election quick. So I'm just telling you, when they talk about all this food production they can be doing, they don't even know what they're doing right here. It's the whole region you can take on. You can't even manage a 2x4 country properly. It's the whole region you can take on. Right? It's the whole region. And then the farmers had some disappointing news just today. Because them farmers who do fishing, the fishing folks, them boys saying consistently they're not getting the kinds of yields they used to get since them boys come with the blackbird, with the jumpy bird. Since them boys come, the fish is gone. And they wanted to say, the fishermen were wanting to say, is ExxonMobil since they started drilling. Right? But the agriculture arm of the UN apparently has done a study that said, no, it's not ExxonMobil. It's global warming. It's global warming and heavy rainfall, Global warming, which caused climate change, which is causing heavy rainfall and more fresh water, is causing the fishes not to be where they are usually. Really? Right? Really? But I like them boys. What I know is that we used to have fish, and now we got an ExxonMobil out there. And explain us that to us. We used to have a lot of fish, right? In 2020, we were catching plenty fish. 2019, we were catching plenty fish. Soon the ExxonMobil landed there. Since them boys come, the fish is gone. But the FAO says it's climate change, heavy rainfall, more fresh water, and them fish, they're not staying where they used to be. You can believe that if you want it. It's the FAO. Take it as that. Folks, if things are nice, why so many Guyanese running? Oh my lad, was hundreds, if not thousands of Guyanese turned up looking for work with the Royal Caribbean Cruise recruitment drive today. Hundreds, if not thousands of guys. If things are nice here, with all this oil and so on, if them boys can achieve this 4.6, even though it is a very high inflation rate, why people run in? This was the Marriott today. Royal Caribbean Cruises held a recruitment drive at the Marriott, and folks, my Lord, was people for sure. If this thing's so nice, where all these people run in, Claude Boville, where all of these people run into this place so nice, Cassandra, if we're about to take off to economic dynamism and resilience, where are these people going? Why are these people running from good? If it is so, Lester Williams, if the things are nice, why are all these people running? You know, we was quite surprised, and we picking up this footage from Big Uncle Gordon Mosley News Source, another credible place for information and news, guys. If things are nice, why are these folks running? We were taken aback. We were taken aback and taken to the back. Right? We were taken aback, guys, and taken to the back when we saw some of what was happening there. Yep. Nothing irregular. Everything's so nice, man. Can't expect it. Where are them people going? Gracious Mingo born. Alexis Thomas, Margaret Duncan Andrews. Where are them people going? If things are nice, that's what we want to know. Somebody tell me, man. Take a look. Take a listen. This is Marriott today. And people want out of this place faster in a hurry. Look, story here.
Another batch here. Anyone that is here interested in youth staff, which basically is taking care of the kids on board, right? So youth staff, you must have worked in education, summer camp, or before and after programs, large groups of children. If you've just been a nanny or a mother, or an au pair, it does not qualify. Also, there's people who want to be a host, entertainment host, right? So on the mic, MC, leading the crowds for karaoke. Yeah. So anyone for entertainment department, youth or adults entertainment, please come to that corner here. So entertainment, youth staff, come to that corner, please. Okay? Entertainment technicians, dancers, singers, musicians, anything in the entertainment department, please come to that corner here. Anyone in sales that already handed over your resume to Mr. Alfonso can go home. Okay? We are going to invite you for a Zoom call next week. So anyone who's sales does not need to go through interview today, because this is not a royal position. You give your resume to Mr. Alfonso over here for sales, and you can go home. Thank you so much for coming over. We'll be in touch. Entertainment.
Yep. Guys, that is not people trying to get hamper, you know. That's not a meeting on the PPP. That's not government sharing out 25,000. It's people trying to get out. It is people trying to get out. People trying to get out. That's what's happening there. People are trying to leave. They're trying to get out. That's what's going down. Thousands of guys. Y'all see that? If everything nice here, and if one Guyana going good and sing, Savitri Zaran, Shannon Barnes, if one Guyana going so nice, Tracy Mullen, Michael Gittins, if one Guyana going so sweet, why so many persons trying to get out, folks? That is thing to share. Who can share the damn live stream? Who can smash the emoji button? That is things to share. That is things to share. But let me show you why this is happening. Let me show you why this is happening. This is why it is happening. Right? Because the last administration, Avenue AFC, inherited a whole set of unemployment. A whole set in 2020, guys. In 2020, unemployment was at 13.1% in this country. 13.1%. In this country, inheriting a whole set of unemployment from the last administration, the previous PPP administration. And the Avenue AFC administration was working diligently to find people jobs, to find people work. Them boys come in, they've dismissed a whole set of people. Unemployment went from 13.1 to 14.5. 9,000 plus persons were unemployed since the PPP come in this short 18 months. 9,000 persons. You see why the rooms are packed? You see why people want to beat out? 9,000 persons, Valerie Clark. From 2020 to 2022. 9,000 plus went into unemployment. And we tell you all of this, about 3,000 from the public service. People who think vote a certain way. Right? And look where the bulk coming from, believe it or not. Is there strongholds? The place that traditionally vote PPP. Right? In 2020, the number was 28,000 persons in rural Guyana. This is their numbers. It's not beyond Cecile Gomez. Sandra Brunson is their numbers. 28,000 people were unemployed in rural Guyana, and rural Guyana traditionally votes PPP. 2021, that number was 36,000. An increase of over 31%. Unemployed under the PPP. Them people who said they know the economy more than anybody else. And they can make the economy great again. From 28,000 in 2020, 2021, 36,000 at 31% jump. Rural Guyana, Winston, good luck. Yeah? Look at them making the country great again. You see what I tell you? When they say all these flowery things, you got to go to the data. What is the information telling us? And so in their own communities that traditionally vote PPP, they are thousands of people who've gone into unemployment under them. Can you imagine that? That is the data. It's their numbers. We didn't invent this. It's their very numbers we're using it. You understand why that room is so packed? You understand why the room is so full? Huh? You understand? You think you understand that? You think we grasp that, folks? That is why, precisely why. Nice time though. Nice time in some other places. People trying to get out of here. People trying to, you see thousands? If not hundreds, that's thousands of people packing out the Marriott, trying to left. How this place so nice? How this place so nice? Jaglian tell me, we got so much work here, we ain't got people for work. No, sir, you hear that, man? Make sense of it, the man. Make sense of the nonsense now. Jaglian told us just last week, so much of people here, so much work, we ain't got people for the work. So all them people doing that? Who's all them people? We ain't got people for the work. That's the facts. That's what the fella said. Big head, bright man. They are finessing this idea of having to import people. How are you going to want to import people? And thousands of people could flock one day to the market looking for work. The Royal Caribbean people said they were very impressed with the turtle. Of course. You could fill every vacancy there. You could fill every vacancy there, Neil Diamond said. Who's sharing the damn live stream? Mark Durst, you see what happening there? Deborah Clark, you see what happening there? Yeah? People want to get out quick and in a hurry, fast and in a hurry. But nice time by the Harbour Bridge, though. Nice time by the Harbour Bridge. Them guys got automated now. Automated money got for met. GT&T partnering with the Harbour Bridge authorities, and there's an automated system. You no longer have to pull up to a toll window if you don't want to. Right? You automate the system, get in touch with happening, you just drive through, clicks. Money is deducted from your MMG account. Right? Find out if you don't find out how it's working. If it works for you, go right ahead. If it works for you, right? You all buy Bishop with a big scissors here. Is the inflation rate the man trying to cut it? He making it. Is the inflation rate he trying to cut? Is the high cost of living he trying to bring on with this big scissors? But it can't happen. It can't happen. Folks, share the damn live stream. Smash the emoji button for us. And partner, so we keep moving forward. The inflation rate, the high cost of living going no place. Even with the big scissors. Even with that big scissors. So it's nice time by the average now. You have to take it light though. Then I say you are going through the toll at 500 miles per hour. Because I know some of you get battery. Coming soon. Coming soon. It's always coming soon, but let me know. A lot of things coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. What's this say? This is the airport, I think it is. Right? Our text is wrong here. The attribution here. The text is up, but this is the airport. They're looking to complete the airport. Oh God, they complete the airport longest by 1 year now. It's long now. They say how they're completing the airport, but they ain't going nowhere. Look how long. Last year, same bishop said the airport going to finish by December. Same bishop who shared the damn live stream, who will smash the mojo. Same Fisher bishop. This was DPI reporting inherited works at CGIA to be completed by month 10. This was December 2021. December 2021. Today, the man is still inspecting the airport. Again, the attribution here is incorrect, folks. But the photograph is accurate. The man still inspecting airport today. Down in Liverpool. That makes sense? What calendar? Well, let's just follow it. The man said last year, December. It's right there. And this was reported on by Natasha Smith-Thomas. December 18, 2021. He said inherited works at CGIA. Mind you, we inherited the project from them. But he said inherited works at CGIA will be completed by month 10. December month in 2021. Folks, take sense out of nonsense. These people know what they're doing. You already think know what they're doing. It's May. You had January, February, March, April. May. We're almost at the end of May. 5 months overrun. Right? There's a cash cow for somebody. The CGIA is cash cow for somebody. But don't take my word for it. Don't take our word for it at all. Because a fellow who got the know-how spoke to us about the big projects on the PPP. So when you hear them talking about the Caribbean and they want him to bring down the food import, you can't even manage some things right here. Still so far, you want to go? Still so far? Alan Golsaran recently, guys, writing on the failed projects of the PPP. Alan Golsaran, accountant extraordinaire, former auditor general in this country, one of the best we ever had, Alan Golsaran, writing in the Starbuck News, April 19, 2022, last month. Writing in Starbuck News, the 18th day, the 19th day of April, he said these projects, when he examined them, an astute mind, one of the best thinkers on the figures, on the numbers, accounting, economics, development, you name it. One of the best brains we've ever produced, Dr. Alan Golsaran, and he didn't get it at no Ivy University, you know. He didn't get the PhD at no Ivy University. This man studied it. Who can share the damn live stream? Facts tonight. We beat it and teaching tonight. Facts. This is thing for share. Share the damn live stream. Alan Golsaran said that the CGIA airport renovation started in 2011. Yes, it's still happening, right? It's costing us $138 million US, and it's still going on. It's still going on. Who can share the damn live stream? Marshall Jones, Sharmila Sharp. Who can share the damn live stream? From since 2011, Alan Golsaran says the CGIA project has completely failed. It has failed to meet any of the objectives. Any of its objective, it has failed. It is completely failed. Alan Golsaran here was identifying projects that completely failed under the PPP. He wasn't focusing on the PPP. It was incidental that the projects that completely failed started on the PPP. And I wish to repeat that. He was not focusing on the PPP. He was focusing on the big project this country undertook that failed. And incidentally, all of them was on the PPP. All the projects that failed, the big ones. Skeldon Sugar Factory, y'all know this by heart now. Joy One, Skeldon Sugar Factory. Alan Golsaran, not UFC, is not WPA, is not AFC, is not PNC. Alan Golsaran, he said the Skeldon Sugar Factory. And you folks in regions 5 and 6 know this. Skeldon Sugar Factory has failed completely. And then you got the one laptop per family. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? One laptop per family. Look at the cost. Skeldon cost us $150 million US. The one laptop per family costs us 7,686, 7,686,000 US. Completely failed. A set of laptops that thief up friends and family, F up the whole things. Friends, family, and favorite. Thief up a whole set of laptops. And then we come to the fiber optic project. Y'all remember that? 32 million US dollars. Y'all remember the fiber optic project? Y'all remember that? Completely failed, according to Alan Gulshrand. Completely failed. So CGIA, that executive was to finish in December, is still trashing along. Probably for another 20 years. Still trashing along. In December, he was breathing fire. This project is going to finish. There's no extension that's going to be given. But it's made now. It's made now. You can't even run a little 2x4 country. It's the whole region you want it. It's the whole region. It's the whole region. Facts, folks. Those are the facts. How we want to put it. Those are the facts. Moving on. A lot of people always ask, what do FC ever do? Well, I can show you. I can show you. I can show you. What do FC ever do? That's a lot of questions we ask. I expect you know this answer. Probably inspires, you know this answer. We head now to the what? The Mabura Road project. The Mabura Road project. Well, just this afternoon, them boys commenced the Mabura Road project. And they won't tell you how excited, you know. They won't tell you. But Darren Adams will tell you, the Region 10 chairman, because it's going through his region, the Mabura Road project. He can tell you how it started. And this is what Darren said on social media just today. Right? He said the signing of the contract for the Linden Mabura Road project is scheduled for May 20th. All Guyanese should be proud of this historic event since a paved road linking Guyana to Brazil was a dream of our forefathers. In start 2020, no doubt the usual suspects will be loud in praise for the current administration for making the project a reality. Likewise, the government will strut their stuff and claim full credit for this project. However, this is far from the truth. This is Region 10 Regional Chairman Darren Adams. He said in 2015, in an effort to reconnect with its former colonies, who they left, who they felt were moving more towards China for their infrastructure needs, the UK government offered 7 Caribbean countries a grant of 300 million sterling to execute landmark projects. 300 million sterling to execute landmark projects. The Caribbean Development Bank, through the Caribbean Development Bank, Guyana's portion of that grant amounted to 55 million sterling. Yep. Several projects were submitted for consideration by the Ministry of Public Infrastructure. This is, I tell you, Darren talking here now. He said the Linden Mabura Road, that was one of the projects. Right? Fix the bridge crossing across the Kururu. Right? Fix that crossing. The Latem Regional Airport upgrade and the Parika Stelling upgrade. Those were the projects identified for the 55 million sterlings. Yep. Those were the projects. And the regional chairman says finally, the Linden to Mabura Road was selected as the most viable project. The Linden Mabura Road was selected as the most viable project. Feasibility and design works commenced in 2016, while several rounds of consultation were held with communities in Region 8, 9, and 10. Final designs were completed in 2019, and the loan agreement was signed in 2020. Y'all hear the story now? I'll just carry y'all back, because some of y'all get busy. And y'all don't know who do what and when to do it. Right? And some of y'all think people sitting on their hands for 5 years and nothing didn't happen. Nothing didn't happen. We can talk about the big station that just opened in China. We can talk about that. But let's bring you all the facts. Just bring you all the facts. Right? Some people depend it. I want y'all to know some people depend it. Right? Some people depend it. I got a special guest for y'all. I'm giving y'all the cherry on the icing. Some people depend it, and hereby they depend it. Hereby, let me set the pace from a guest this evening. Let's set the pace from a guest. I ain't telling y'all this who. Some people depend it. You know who depend it? Right? You know who depend it? Y'all know who depend it. They depend it. Right? But me guys don't depend it. They depend it. They depend it. Look story now. Look story. They depend it. The DPP defends her decision to withdraw private criminal charge against attorney Narvin Singh. The DPP, just today, after public pressure by you and I, and by my guests especially, public pressure by Sion Quintin, public pressure by Sharon Kessler Edwards, public pressure by Lois and Janet Edwards, public pressure by Paulette and Cicely Weeks, public pressure should come out and say, this is why I've made my decision. Some nonsense, some nonsense, some nonsense. Something wasn't keeping with something. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. Right? The only thing that's different is that she has proffered, the DPP, Shalimar Ali Haq has proffered a reason, a fantastic reason, why the charges against Narvin Singh, attorney-at-law Narvin Singh, were withdrawn. Right? But this seems to be a trend, my guess. This seems to be a trend because criminal charges have been withdrawn by the DPP. No reasons given. That's why I tell you, this is the only difference here. Right? That the reason was put together very hurriedly because my guest has brought tremendous pressure to bear. He's a pressure cooker. He's a pressure cooker guest. Right? You all know charges have been withdrawn against Irfan Ali. 19 fraud charges he had. The DPP just withdrew those charges just so. Who shared the damn live stream tonight? Who can smash the emoji button? And then Andilal had criminal charges against him. Those were just dropped. No reasons given. So since the DPP in a reason given mood, she could backtrack a little bit. Let us know the reasons for dropping Irfan Ali charges. And then Andilal charge. Ashley Singh, Winston Basington had charges against them. Withdrawn. And y'all know y'all girls Claudette who swing. Right? Claudette is a good friend of my guest. And my guest can tell you if it is so or not. He's a good friend. Claudette Singh had she charges. But who can share the damn live stream tonight? But who can smash the emoji button for us? So the folks get valid and credible information. Claudette Singh had her charges withdrawn. But look story now. Look one Guyana for y'all, Alexis Thomas, Valerie Thomas. Mr. Ali Thomas is here, Ali Jones here. Donna Allen, look story now. You see this one girl we talk about, it look different to different people. And that's why I said, if this one girl is so nice, why is so much people pack up and the marriage trying to run out? Why is that? Look one Guyana. When you look at the other side, I know some files, I don't know if some files are DPL reading though. Because Valerie Lyons got some trumped up charges against her, but like the DPL reading the file. Carol Joseph got some trumped up charges against her, but like the DPM reading this file. Christopher Jones got some trumped up charges against us. Sidney James, former head of Soho, got some trumped up charges, but like the DP don't pick up these files and take a read every now and again. And then look, as I bring my guest, Keith Lowenfield, this file ain't getting read. Clement Mingo, this file ain't getting read. Roxanne Myers, this file ain't getting read. Enrique Levan, he file ain't getting read. Who shared the damn live stream? Sheffield February, she file ain't getting read. Christopher Jones again. Even James Bond. Even your friend James Bond. Karen Tone, you friend James Bond. Derek Wells, you friend James Bond. My guest friend James Bond. Even he file ain't getting read. David Patterson file ain't getting read. He got charges against him. Colvin Heath London, he filing getting read. Rollston Adams, he filing getting read. What happened in this place, man? There's only one set of people file getting read. Come on, we must be equal file reading people. Equal file read. They're filing getting read. You see story here? You see story? Folks. Let's head into the main event. Let's head into the main event. I want to bring my guest. I tell you, I surprise y'all this evening. I get surprised y'all this evening. Y'all don't find what we're doing. Right? I want to invite my guest. None other. The one and only. How you doing, sir? How you level up? Come
low again, man.
Come up higher. Can you tell me you want me to come down? Let me see if I can help you here.
Construction all around me. All around.
No trouble. So tell us, we know you've been on the forefront of this matter. My brother, this is y'all know the fella, man. Rick Fredberg, the one and only, the Caribbean Guyana Institute of Democracy out of New York. Its president, Rickford, welcome. Rickford, you've been following this. You're making some very strong statements. What were your thoughts when you hear, that these charges were withdrawn. What are your thoughts?
Well, the first thing I had to do is check up on my memory from school. What is the function of a prosecutor? Right? We learned, you went to law school, I went to law school. We learned that the function of a prosecutor is to be the attorney for the victims of crime. Basically, that's what a prosecutor is, an attorney for the victims of a crime. And they do the research, they review evidence submitted to them by police, they have their own investigators, gather more evidence, and they present this evidence with charges in a court of law so as to seek justice and the truth on behalf of crime victims. I had to make that statement because what we see happening with this racist DPP, she was acting as the attorney for Nirvan Singh. No question about that. She corruptly converted her office into the attorney, the counsel for the perpetrator in this case. And how did she do that? She presented a legal opinion of the matter. That's what she did. She presented a legal opinion why Nirvan Singh should not be prosecuted. So she did the work of Nirvan Singh. And of course, I understand, she is a friend of the family of Mr. Singh. So what she has done is turn the DPP's office into an entity for Indian friends and family. Everybody come on down. I'm giving out pardons. I'm sharing out. Are you PPP? Are you East Indian? Come on down. I'll dismiss your charges. Come on, we're giving out get out of jail free cards here. Are you PPP? I don't know why she don't want to stand on the corner of Border Market and call out to every East Indian every East Indian who supports the PPP. Come on down. So long as you have charges, you're accused of attacking Black people, come on down, we'll set you free. That's what she's telling the country. Now, I read her statement, and it is preposterous. Like I said, she converted the office of DPP into an entity for the saving grace of friends and family. Now, let's look at her statement. The first thing she says is that the charge of exciting racial hostility, the evidence don't support the charge. First of all, what evidence? The police did not do an investigation. They claim they had statements from the victim, police officer Balaz, and Nirvan Singh. And then they looked at, based on this statement here that the DP issued, they looked at the statement that she gave to the police on the night of the incident. And then the statement she gave to police when she made a report. And the DPP is cherry picking here, right? She says no evidence. No evidence. Police did not conduct a confrontation, which is a law enforcement process under the common law, where you face your accuser in some kind of police setting, right? They didn't do that. Everybody would recall when they wanted Simona Brooms to go and do a confrontation and all of this nonsense. They didn't do that here in this case. They did no investigation. They didn't go and talk to neighbors to see if they hear anything. I understand that the Singhs submitted some sort of video evidence, right? They did not seek any other evidence. They did not even interview Miss Bollers, the police, the investigators.
Should the video be made public?
Huh?
Should the video be made public?
Of course, the video should be. Whatever evidence in this case now exists should be made public. Now, the DPP said the word spoken was not intended to excite racial hostility. Excuse me? How does she know that?
Yeah.
She has now placed herself into the head of Nirvan Singh to try to divine his intent, right? So that's what she's doing here. And you know what, Sharad? That is the responsibility of the court, right? A prosecutor is supposed to gather evidence. Somebody say, Sharad Duncan smacked me, right? A prosecutor's job is not to adjudicate on the evidence. Their job is to gather the evidence to support the victim who you allegedly slapped and present that to a judge. And the judge, and if it's a serious crime, a jury, hear the facts, hear the evidence, and make a determination. In this case, the prosecutor became the judge because she is saying that an interpretation of the law tells you that what is alleged here is not consistent because this is supposed to be done, if it were correctly charged, it had to have been in a public place. You had to use telegraph or some sort of, I guess she's saying telephonic instrument to reproduce the words and all sort of nonsense. It was done in public. And the act, her own statement says, the act cater for certain action against a person. So there are two elements of the very act that she's quoting that are applicable here. Now, also, since she wants to talk about causing other person to form certain opinions or act a certain way based on the expressions, there were people on the telephone listening to the conversation. So, of course, this matter was telegraphed to other people via the telephone who was listening. Now, the other excuse she makes for Narvan Singh, she says here that, and first of all, she is commenting on this statement on a matter that is not even before the court. So she has already prejudiced. She has already prejudiced any potential case to be brought either by the police or by the attorneys for Shonette Mullers, because she went on to try to undermine any potential case here by saying absolute trash. She's saying here that Ms. Mullers said that the man was speaking so close to her that he was spitting. And then she came back and said, well, in her statement to the police, she elaborated further and said he spat in her face. And she's saying that's inconsistent. What the hell is inconsistent about that? If she's saying that she doesn't know whether or not Narvan Singh deliberately spat in Ms. Muller's face, that's completely different. That's for the court to decide, not for the prosecutor to try to, again, define the intent of Narvan Singh spitting. The woman is saying, he spat on me. That's her evidence. If there's nothing to contradict that, how the hell can the prosecutor give Narvan Singh the benefit of the doubt by saying he did not intend to spit on her? That's not the role of a prosecutor. So what she has done here is completely undermine the criminal justice system. And she has done it deliberately because she wants to exonerate Narvan Singh, a racist who spat in the face of a black woman and told her that she's a black monkey. She should have smacked the hell out of him when he did it, because he cannot do that to a man.
This situation might have been turning out quite differently.
Exactly. And I'm not a proponent of violence, but if it is that the criminal justice system and the DPP is telling black people in Guyana that you could be spat upon, you could be called a black monkey, and it is not a violation of the law, then it is time for people to probably seek justice themselves. And in this case, Shonette Mullers did just that. She tried to follow the rule of law. She instituted private criminal charges. And the district attorney became the judge, jury, and executioner and said, no, in my opinion, Narvan Singh, my Indian friend, my political colleague, don't deserve to be charged because he's above the law. East Indian supremacy reigns. That's what she's saying. And let me make it very clear. I am not saying that all East Indians in Guyana are racist. Like I always say they're perfectly legitimate East Indians who obey the rule of law, who do not subscribe to PPP racism, who are patriotic citizens, who love everybody regardless of race. I am not talking about those people. I'm talking about people from the PPP racist cult.
Yeah. But Rickford, I think to the ordinary observer, we've just put up the pictorials of the persons who've had their charges dropped and those who've had charges instituted, and it seems as though it would seem to the ordinary observer as though one set of people getting the benefit of justice in this country, quote unquote justice.
But that's not justice. One set of
that's why I said quote unquote justice.
One set of people is enjoying the privilege of the DA abusing her constitutional powers. That's what she's doing. Now, I'm happy to see that the attorney for Ms. Bullis, Mr. UC Anderson, saying that he's going to take that matter all the way to the CCJ.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yeah.
Because at some point in time, the CCJ has to curtail the exercise of that power by the DPP.
As a matter of fact, I'm happy that you mentioned that, because in two instances in the recent past, they've done just that. The CCJ has questioned the DPP's right to reinstitute charges, period.
Instruct a judge or magistrate.
That is what they were saying. They don't understand how an individual, DP or anybody, can instruct a court. When that is the duty of a higher court or of a higher court to instruct a lower court. They couldn't fathom how that is possible. And then quite recently, in the Nisa Gopal case, they were wondering why the DP is making some general statements based on insufficient evidence.
No, but Sharad, let me delve down in that case. It is my opinion that in that particular case, in her presentation to the CCJ, Ms. Shalimar Ali had engaged in prosecutorial misconduct. She was trying to mislead the court. She was trying to manufacture evidence and then try to influence the court to use that evidence in the formation of their judgment. And several of the judges rebuked her. Most prominently, the Chief Justice. Several times he had to admonish her. At one point in time, he asked her if she's trying to mislead the court, where she was adamant. And it shows how prejudicial she is, how prejudiced she is. She was manufacturing this evidence against Mr. Small. And what she was trying to substitute in that argument for evidence was the gruesomeness of the crime. Oh, Your Honors, this was a gruesome murder.
And society
by her mother. And the judge is saying, yes, we understand it, but you can't just come and make assertions. The other thing she lied about to the court, when she said the man sexually assaulted.
Rickford, let's take some of that footage for persons who would not have had the benefit of that exchange with the CCJ, that last exchange in the Nisa Gopal case between the CCJ and the Director of Public Prosecution, and then I'd love to have your thoughts continued on the other side.
At the best interest of the child, and ask this court as the parents patria to not interfere with the sentence of the Court of Appeal, because it was just given the heinous nature of the commission of this offense by no less of a person than the mother of a child and her lover, and a lover who attempted to abuse that child too. And this is a heinous case, and the society looks towards the court to give a sentence that...
Ms. Ali, you are a Minister of Justice. You are the Director of Public Prosecutions in Guyana. So that your statements have to be very measured and careful. How can you be saying that that Small sexually assaulted the deceased? He was convicted of that. There was an allegation and then it was withdrawn. And then there was another allegation and it was withdrawn again.
No, please, Your Honor, it wasn't withdrawn the second time.
But even so, it's an allegation. It hasn't been an allegation that has been tested. So you can't make definitive statements about something like that. You could have a suspicion, but a suspicion is one thing. To make a definitive statement and to urge a court to act on the basis of that definitive statement. You can't do that.
Rickford.
Sheridan, this country should have been disciplined. She could have been removed for that. That is prosecutorial misconduct. She is lying or misleading the court, deliberately so. And that's not the only time she did it. She did it about 4 other times during that very presentation. At one point in time, she's trying to say, because a man owned a dumbbell at a address, and the dumbbell somehow, presumably, allegedly, we suppose, conjecture, whatever, was moved to the home of the other accused, and some witness allegedly saw the Mr. Small or heard Mr. Small say he uses the dumbbell at that second address. Because the dumbbell was found attached to the briefcase or the suitcase in which the deceased was found, which was weighing down the body, or the suitcase with the body, and she's assuming that because the dumbbells are so heavy that they had to be lifted and attached to the briefcase by a strong person, it is the accused. It is unimaginable that a DPP can go before the highest court in Guyana and talk such nonsense to come up with conjecture and suppositions. And I suppose this, that's why the judge said, is Mr. Small the only strong man in Guyana? No, sir, but circumstantially, it was his house, it was his dumbbell, we found it here, and so the woman died, the girl died, so is he killed she? What? What the hell is going on in Guyana?
Yeah,
I
think it doesn't argue well for subsequent cases when the DPP judgment is being called into question so many times in this very public way.
Yeah.
I think that's a challenge most persons have.
Everybody in Guyana should have no faith in the ability of the DPP's office under Miss Ali Hack to seek justice. Listen, the DPP's office is not only responsible for prosecution, it's to seek justice. So you can't unfairly prosecute somebody based on conjecture and supposition. That's why the judge, I think Justice Barrow, said there are rules that have to apply. There are rules. The same thing in this case. She assumed, she did the exact thing in this case with this statement that the judge warned her about, cautioned her about, admonished her about. She is the DPP. She, of her own volition, because she's friends with the family of Norman Singh, has concluded that his intent may not have been to spit on Miss Bullers, and that Miss Bullers is contradicting herself, because at one time she said he was spitting right in front of my face, and then the other time she said he spat in my face. What the hell is the difference? She's saying the man spat on her and she's offended by it. She's a police officer. She felt that she was assaulted. She made a police report. That facts and those evidence are supposed to go before the court to be adjudicated. Let the court make that decision. But instead, the prosecutor is denying her the right when the prosecutor is supposed to be her lawyer and not the lawyer for the perpetrator. That's how they have corrupted the DPP's office, corrupted the course of justice and the criminal justice system in Guyana. Nobody in Guyana should have any faith, confidence, or trust in this district attorney. So long as there's any matter involving an East Indian and a black person, she has demonstrated that she would exercise prejudice and bias in favor of the person who's East Indian. She's a racist.
And you know,
she does not belong in that office.
It adds to a narrative because the recent human rights report coming out of the State Department says that, you know, this country doesn't have a lot of faith in the justice system, and this doesn't help at all.
Absolutely not. And it is demonstrated. Look, every court, and what she has done is defy the court. Every court in Guyana ruled that Irfan Ali, Ashni Singh, and Anil Nanlal, and Michael Brassington must stand trial because there's a sufficiency of the evidence, right? That warranted the charges. When they came to power, she dropped them.
Yeah.
She moved to discontinue them. Why? They're all rich, powerful Palestinians that share her political affiliation. Now she's doing the same thing with Narvan Singh. It is, and the thing, what is most concerning is that Narvan Singh allegedly assaulted a police officer. We heard him on tape obstructing her from her duties. There's no question about that. He was saying, move from here. She's assigned there. He doesn't have the authority to tell her move, right? That is obstruction of the administration of the police force. The police didn't do anything about it. Now she is saying, based on her own feelings and her own volition, she doesn't think that Narvan Singh intentionally spat on Ms. Balaz. And then she went on to do what the court just admonished her not to do. Manufacturing evidence. She lied in this statement and said Ms. Balaz was inconsistent when she was not. One statement, she elaborated more. She said he must spat in her face. The other statement, she said he was spitting in front of her. Where's somebody's face there? At the back? If I am saying you're spitting in front of me, and then later on, when I give a more detailed statement, I said you spat in my face, how is that inconsistent? And that is the district attorney that the government, the people of Guyana, the state of Guyana rather, has entrusted with prosecutions of criminal offenses. She is trying to be the lawyer for Narvan Singh because she wants to exonerate him. They don't trust the black magistrate to adjudicate this case. And also, she has already prejudiced any future cases because she is commenting on a matter that is not before the court, a matter that has nothing to do with the case. This case right now that she should have been pronouncing on is a charge of exciting racial hostility against Ms. Balaz. I don't think she properly interpreted the law, and even if she properly interpreted the law, the case is so sensitive, there's so large a public interest that she should allow the magistrate to hear the facts and the evidence and make a determination. If the magistrate said there's not enough evidence, dismiss the case, so be it. But allow the case to be adjudicated. It's a matter of national interest. It can cause serious civil unrest in the country. That's number one. Number two, she then tries to further help Narvan Singh by preempting Ms. Balaz's attorney filing assault charges against Narvan Singh. I hope Mr. UC Anderson will go ahead and file those criminal charges. Let her discontinue them again. File every charge that is appropriate. Let her discontinue it. Because this is wrong. It is wrong. She's making these decisions based on race and politics. She should not be anywhere close to the fence or the gate of the DPP's office. She's incompetent, she's racist, and she's a legal dunce.
Sends a bad signal where justice is concerned in this country. Rickford, I want to thank you for spending this time with us and again giving guidance on this matter. Thanks for stopping by, Rickford.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yep. Thank you. And folks, one and only Rickford Burke, let me see if we can get back up a little higher. The president of the Caribbean Guyana Institute for Democracy in New York, joining us there, the Caribbean Guyana Institute for Democracy. It's President Rickford Burke. And again, Rickford, thanks for dropping by. That's our time, folks. That's our program. Thank you for being with us day after day throughout this week. Next time we see you guys, it's going to be on Monday. Monday evening, we'll be right back here with you folks in the ring. Share the live stream before you go, guys. Smash that emoji button. And of course, partner with us. Goes without saying. We cannot do these programs without your love, without your support. We know that we have it. Partner with us, guys. The information is going to be up in just a second. Partner with us. Share the live stream, guys. And smash that emoji button. Good to see Janet Edwards, Qualamingo. Salvatore Rizal is here, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll be back with the podcast over the weekend. That's it for FYI for the week. This is it for In the Ring for the week. Until next week, guys. Good to see you. All set. Good to see you. I see Susan Washington is here as well. Sharp. Good to see you. Bellamona, good to see you. Maureen to Chester Paul. Folks, I commend all the programs that are following to you guys. We'll see you guys right back here tomorrow for a podcast at 12 and Sunday again for podcast at 12. But for FYI and in the ring, Monday, new week, folks. New week, that's our time. Share the damn right thing before you go. Share right thing and smash Daddy Morrissey Button, folks. That's our program. That's our time. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. Stay safe. That's the program. Good to see you, folks. You lovely, uncontroversial, peace-loving folks. Good to see each and every one of you. Dora David, Benita John. Good to see you. Simone George, Volmer Wilson, Rashford. Good to see you. Asquith, good to see you as well. Rhonda Gordon. And I see Samantha Prince as well. Great to have you guys here. It's been a privilege being with you. Stay safe, guys. That's our time.